Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my April wrap up / May TBR. It's gonna be a little differently this month. This TBR is definitely inspired by Ruby Reads here on YouTube, so I'm gonna link everything to her video down below. So first I want to talk about all of the books that I actually read in April. I did not go as hard as I thought I was, but I did read, and my shelf is right here next to me, so I'm gonna grab as I'm talking. Rhythm, Chord, and Malcolm. Oh my god, this was so good. This is about Gabby and Sasha. Gabby goes on tour with her brother's band after she hadn't gone on tour with them for a little while because of an incident that happened with them, and she meets the lead singer of the opening band's act, and or like the headlining band, and like it's just amazing. They have a trope where they all have to like be confined in a small space. It's crazy. This was just a really good book. Mariana Zapata hit once again, slapped. I think the next book in my series is going to be The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and I'm excited about it. I actually really like Gabby and Sasha's, but my favorite couple that I've read out of the 4 Mariana Zapata books is probably still Robbie Lingus and Kat, or Dexter and Iris. I kind of like them still, but Robbie Lingus. But yes, I love this. Coty and Sal was good too. Really, she just slaps. Like, let's just take a moment to appreciate Mariana Zapata. Like, hold on. She deserves all the love. But yeah, so Rhythm, Chord, and Malcolm was a good book. I did a lot of spring cleaning this month, so I am going to get rid of a few of these books that I read this month. Also, I'm going to give them to the Little Free Library. So I did want to make this video. Today is April 30th. I didn't read as much, so I read that book. I did finish Heard It in the Love Song by Tracy Garvey Graves, and I will say this is probably one of the best books I've read in a while. I'm definitely going to keep her on my author radar list as an author that I definitely would want to read. I'm actually going to give this book up though to my aunt because I know she'll love this. This was just one of those books where I picked it up half off Barnes and Nobles. Haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, but it was such a beautiful story. It was about a kindergarten teacher who used to really love music. She got divorced, refound her love for music, and then a single dad also is involved who has a daughter. He's not single. Well, he is a single dad. He's going through a divorce, and I don't know, they just kind of so beautiful. It wasn't too cliche. It wasn't a lot of steamy scenes. It was just a pure love book. Like, she falls in love with herself first, and then it inspires her to try other love. So yeah, editing Kayla here. So I messed up some of my clips, but right here I actually was gonna do a little review after I read each book this month, and so I'm gonna add that here, and then we'll go back to the regularly scheduled video. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting better. I'm curious to try out this new setup, so this is gonna be my end of the month wrap up. I just finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Today is the 11th of April, and it's the first book I finished this month. I know that sounds awful, but I'm trying to finish They Both Die at the End. It's just not, I don't know why. I like the book, but I just am not finished it, so I decided to pick this up today just to kind of switch it up, and I freaking loved it. Definitely a 4.5 for me. I'm trying to be more stingy with my 5s, but this is definitely a 4.5. Pip was amazing. She was very smart, educated for her age. The whole town was just kind of crazy. Fairview, like, I mean, come on now. Let's offer that you pass prejudice and justice on kids, but I mean, it's like, but I don't know, I loved it. It was a page turner to the end. Definitely, honestly, you can go look at my Goodreads reviews on this because I try to update every couple of pages, every couple hundred pages on how I'm feeling, my thoughts, and I honestly did not know who the killer was until the end, and then even when I thought I knew, it was a twist. So definitely understand the hype behind this book. 4.5 stars. Now I'm gonna try to finish this book, finish the Grave book. Just, yeah. Okay, awful lighting, but it's like 11 o'clock or like 10:45, and I just finished They Both Die at the End. Like, y'all know I was already reading it, but I just finished it, and Mason and Rufus's story was so cute. I already knew that they were both gonna die at the end, so that's not a spoiler review. But I will say that this book keeps you on your toes. The first half is not that interesting to me. I mean, there are some interesting things about the first half that obviously kept me wanting to read the book. Hold on. That obviously kept me wanting to read the book, but it wasn't like, you know, anything that just made me feel like enticed. This book was so good, y'all. The second half, I could not put it down. As you know, I've started and finished The Good Girl's Guide to Murder Today, but I also finished They Both Die at the End, which I've been holding on since the first. And I just needed to take a moment, decompress, and read it. And I'm so glad that I finished this book and did not DNF it, because it was good. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's April 14th, and I've been kind of liking this vlog style of my reading wrap up. I stayed up late, so I'm sorry if I'm a little tired. I'm getting ready for work, but I finished Crush last night, which is the second book in the Crave series. Y'all, don't get mad at me. I really do like this series. I think I rated Crave a 4. This one's like a 3.75 to me. I really love that Tracy Wolf has shorter chapters, but it's starting to kind of become like a Wattpad-ish book to me. I don't know why. Last night when I was finishing it up, I was getting Wattpad-y vibes. Like, I was getting the after series type vibes. Like, it was just so much going on. Like, when I say so much going on, it was so much going on. It was twists left and right, and I was like, it's good because it's keeping me on my toes, but is it almost too much that I'm like, So I didn't love the second book. It was good. It was just very fast paced, like very fast paced, but it was still an okay book. The ending got me kind of wanting to go ahead and read COVID, but I'm gonna wait because that's a thick book, and I still have a few more books on my TBR for the month. So far I've read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, They Both Die at the End, and Crush. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with myself. Like I said, today's the 14th, so we'll see what my next thoughts are. But yeah, I love Hudson Vega. I hate saying it out loud. At first, I was definitely on team, like, Hudson's a bad guy. But then after reading They Both Die at the End, I was like, you really never... I mean, They Both Die at the End. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's like, I really hated that I was judging him because, like, I don't know. If he's sitting there telling you time and time again, like, you don't know what I had to go through, then it was obviously something, you know, that should have made everybody be like, okay, well, what's going on? So I'm glad that Grace didn't count him out. Finn, it's gonna get juicy. It's some more there. It's gotta be. But I do love Hudson Vega. So I'm just like, oh my God, I really didn't want the love triangle, but now that the love triangle is there, I'm like, Tracy, let's get it through. I have to know. So yes, I do still have COVID, and then Court, I believe, is the fourth book. I own both of them, and I will be reading them soon. If I get through the rest of my physical TBR for this month, I'm going to try to add at least COVID to it to start reading that one, but we shall see. Kind of like what I was saying last month, I really think that I'm limiting myself by saying I'm gonna read this, and this, because I get new books that sound truly interesting to me that I really want to read, but then I'm like, oh, I can't read it because I need to read this. So like I said last month, I'm not in a reading slump. It's just hard because I'm limiting myself, and I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure. I love watching people's TBRs or what they want to read every month. And last month, when I was feeling this, but I had already filmed my video, I found Ruby Reads here on YouTube, and I'm going to link everything about her channel below because I love her TBR. She does like a Tic Tac TBR, and it inspired me. I love the fact that you just get prompts, and you can put whatever books you want in it. And then at the end of the month, you just explain to people, hey, this is what I read. So I am not as computer savvy as she is, but your girl is going to play tic-tac TBR, Ruby. So I'm going to pick 9 prompts, and I'm going to try to have them on the screen here as I'm picking them. But I cut up some good ones, put them in a jar, put them in between Mariana and Percy. So yeah, Percy Jackson and Olympius. I still haven't read that. I read it when I was younger, but I'm going to reread it before I give it away. Okay. Oh, and the books I'm giving away this month are this and this. I'm trying to limit my shelves because I don't want to outgrow my shelves. So yeah. And I don't want to keep books that I know I will not reread when I could just give them to someone who can love them. So yeah. The first tic-tac TBR prompt. I'm so excited. Basically, you get 9 prompts. You fill it in a tic-tac-toe board, and at the end of the month, if you get a perfect line, you get little rewards. And I'm excited. I still don't know what my rewards are gonna be. I'll make a reward prompt jar if I, let's just see. Okay. The first prompt is a book of the month. I'm so excited to get this prompt because, as you guys know, your girl went crazy last month. So, couple of the book of the month books that I have, and I am going to put this back a little later when I finish. I have How to Marry Keanu Reeves. I have Daisy Jones and the Six, The Collective, Golden Couple, The Family, Atomic Love. I have The Boyfriend Project. I got Night Swim, Everything We Didn't Say, and then All Grown Up. So those are just the book of the month books that I have, and I think that's a cool prompt. So that's the first prompt. Second prompt is, please, we're on a roll, a standalone. So this is just a book that's not a part of a series. Just a couple of standalones that I have on my shelf to be read. I have a few Colleen Hoover standalones: Without Merit, Heart Bones, that I haven't read. Confess, Too Late is a standalone. And yeah, I also have The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren, Family Plot I didn't get to read, Dating You, Hating You, People We Meet on Vacation, Beach Read, Credence by Penelope Douglas, Hostage. I just have a few standalones that I can do. So, okay. Next. Classic. I don't have any good classics. Okay, I only have one classic right now, and that's F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. So we'll see what I read for that. I've kind of been in the mood to reread Of Mice and Men, which I know is a small classic, so maybe I'll go pick up Of Mice and Men. I don't know, but I do have The Great Gatsby on my shelf. Then I do really want to reread that at some point. So far we got a standalone, a classic, and the book of the month book. The first row isn't awful. A book by a black author. So I really want to get more into reading authors of different colors, just because I feel like it's great for diversity. And also, I'm a woman of color, and I just feel like I don't read any books by women of color. All of my books are by predominantly white women, which is fine. It's just a personal thing that I want to start doing. So a few books on my shelf that I already have by black authors is, I have 2 books by Ashley Antoinette. I have A Moth to a Flame, and then I have the first book of her Ethics series, which this book, A Moth to a Flame, starts off the Ethics series. The only reason I haven't started this is because I know I'm going to get so invested and have to buy all 6 books. So, and then I have Blackout, which is a collection of short stories by black authors. So it's Even Love Stories Can Glow When the Lights Go Out. So it's collection of short love stories by black authors. So yeah, I got this on my birthday from my sister's girlfriend, and I love this because the first little page says, to black kids everywhere, your stories, your joy, your love, and your lives matter. You are a light in the dark. So definitely a read. Okay, So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. An Oprah book club pick. Okay, so Oprah has her own big book club, kind of like Reese's book club. The only book that I have from Oprah's book club on my shelf right now is American Dirt. But she has a few of them on there that I know I want to read. I'll just have to Google her book club again and see what I would like. Oh, this is a good one. So this is a book dealing with an element. So there's an element in a book. Off the top of my head, I have Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And I have Beach Read. That has an element in it, water. So, okay, we are doing good. Ooh. Let's go. 3 more. Set on a different continent. Oh, I think Beach Read is set on a different continent. We'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. They fly to a beach. It's got to be on a different continent, right? So, I don't know. I also have People We Meet on Vacation. That has to be set on a different continent, right? I know I have Roomies by Christina Lauren. He's German, but I don't know if he ever actually goes to Germany in the book. Okay, so yeah. I did not want that topic, y'all. But I did try to give myself some more challenging topics, so. Let's just hope I don't get a non-fiction book. Okay. Oh, continue a series. Great. The series that I'm currently in right now is, of course, the Crave series by Tracy Wolf. I just finished Crush last month, as you guys saw. And the next book in that is COVID. So I could definitely finish up that series. Also, wait, did they say finish a series? No, continue a series. Okay, so I have 2 prompts. One says continue a series, which means just read the next book. And then the other one says finish a series, which means I have to finish an entire series in a month. So I'm glad I didn't get that. I just got continue a series. So I guess that's the only series that I'm currently in, which does not sound... Oh, Good Girl Guide to Murder. Yes, I have the second book of that. I can go to Good Girl Bad Blood. That's a series. Boop. Okay, last one. Let's make it good. Y'all, I love this. If y'all don't play TikTok TBR, or if mine is just not up to par, please go check out Ruby Reads. I don't feel like I'm doing her channel or her game justice. Hers is more professional, and she it's more digital. She's great, y'all. Okay, the last book, and I'm nervous, is... Okay, so this one says a book club member's favorite. I'm on an online book club on Facebook. So what I'm gonna do is just go to the post I made asking people for their favorite or their least favorite book, and I'll just pick a book from the comment section. And yes, that is my TBR for May. I think I'll love TikTok TBR. Honestly not sure, but please stick around and see. I honestly love it when Ruby does it, because it really makes me want to come back to her channel at the end of the month to see if she, got a 3 in a row, or what she read or what she didn't read. And it's kind of fun to see, because a lot of these topics, there's so many book options you can choose to go for that topic, so you're not as limited as just saying I'm gonna read this, this, and this. While I do have a lot of great books on my shelf, I do want to kind of keep myself interested in reading, because I got into reading for the fun of it, and I don't want to put too much pressure on it. So that is what I plan to do this month for my TBR. The books that I didn't read is Mr. Wrong Number, which I do still want to read, Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, The Honey Don't List, Family Plot. I didn't read Hostage. I didn't read Roomies, and I did not finish The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I only read 5 books this past month, and I just felt like I was so limited, because when I went to St. Louis and I got all those books, I really wanted to read The Golden Couple. Like, I was like, but I was like, no, Kayla, read Evelyn Hugo. And I just couldn't get into it. So, not to say it's not a good book, and I do know I'm going to love it, but yes, cannot wait for The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. Y'all make that book on TikTok and BookTube. Y'all make that seem like one of Mariana Zapata's best works. And let me tell you, I love Mariana Zapata. All 4 books so far have been a hit. All of them are at least 4 stars. So if I read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and it ain't as good, and y'all hype it more than any book she has besides, y'all hype The Wall of Winnipeg and Me and From Luke Off with Love so much.
Drinking. Something about your vibe remind me of the weekend.